For decades, the traditional project management office was built to be the ultimate authority on corporate procedure. It set the standards and audited every team to ensure they followed them. But in many organizations, that rigid focus on compliance acts as a bottleneck. Instead of accelerating projects, the system grinds to a halt. Take a hypothetical PMO director named Tom. Under his methodology, uniformity is the primary goal. Every project, from a massive software rollout to a minor internal update, requires the exact same 50-page intake template. The size of the task doesn't matter. The completion of the paperwork does. This rigidity paralyzes the workforce. Project managers spend more time navigating template rows than managing their actual deliverables. Executive sponsors, waiting on results, find their initiatives trapped in a maze of administrative approvals before a single line of code is written or a product is shipped. Sarah, a senior leader at the company, is proposing a different path. She argues that the PMO is measuring the wrong things. Instead of tracking how perfectly a team adheres to a bureaucratic checklist, the office should measure the actual experience and speed of the people doing the work. This shift replaces policing with partnership. The PMO begins viewing internal teams as customers rather than subjects, refocusing its efforts on providing the specific support those teams need to deliver. When the process becomes the final product, organizational agility dies. A PMO that exists only to sustain its own documentation requirements drains resources, eventually becoming a threat to the company's delivery instead of an enabler of its success. To turn this theory into an operational reality, Sarah introduces the PMO Customer Experience Cycle. This is a continuous loop designed to help the office constantly evaluate what internal customers need, build solutions for those needs, and refine them through actual use. The office moves away from issuing blanket mandates and starts building a service catalog. This is a menu of specialized capabilities. Some teams might need executive coaching, while others just need a lightweight reporting tool. The PMO provides tailored solutions based on what the project actually requires. The cycle begins with the exploration stage. Tom puts away his 50-page templates and sits down with a frustrated project manager for a genuine needs assessment. He asks what is actually preventing her team from hitting their milestones. During this discovery, Tom finds the root cause. The teams have high internal discipline. The problem is the PMO's generic in-trig process. It forces agile teams to wait 3 weeks for signatures on tasks they could complete in 48 hours. Diagnosing the real issue built a bridge to the project team. This shared understanding turns the conversation towards solving the bottleneck together, establishing the trust needed to rework the system. Skipping this exploration stage is why so many corporate initiatives fail. Without a proper diagnosis of the actual pain points, a PMO will waste resources solving the wrong problems, enforcing rules that offer zero value to the people doing the work. Armed with accurate insights, the PMO enters the design stage. They don't just update the old one-size-fits-all rulebook. They engineer a specific, tailored solution for the bottleneck Tom discovered. This flowchart shows their new solution, the fast-track intake service. They take the dense, heavily bottlenecked approval process and strip away the excessive documentation, creating a direct, multi-lane workflow specifically for agile projects. The design achieves a critical balance. It removes the bureaucratic roadblocks project managers hated, while installing lightweight visibility checkpoints along the fast lanes. This ensures leadership gets the governance data they need without stopping the team's forward momentum. Next comes Stage 3, deployment. The PMO rolls out this fast-track service to the wider organization, but the method of delivery here is just as important as the tool itself. Instead of a top-down mandate, Tom introduces Fast Track as a helpful, opt-in tool. Teams are invited to use it if they want to speed up their workflow. The operational effect is immediate. Project teams adopt the service because it makes their jobs easier. They begin viewing the PMO as a collaborative partner that actively accelerates their delivery timelines. Even a perfectly designed service will fail to deliver value if it is deployed as a rigid law. By offering it as an enabling tool, the PMO secures the buy-in necessary to generate results. The cycle concludes with the final 2 stages, enhancement and realization. This is where the PMO proves its long-term worth to the company. In the enhancement stage, the PMO gathers feedback from the teams using the fast-track intake. They track where the new lanes are flowing smoothly and where there are still minor bumps, using that data to iteratively refine the service through actual use. Then comes the realization stage. This data shows the results. Under the new system, project intake time dropped by 60%, while internal customer satisfaction scores reached an all-time high. Tom takes these metrics straight to the executive team, proving that a tailored service saves thousands of man-hours, changes how the office is valued. Executives begin inviting the PMO into strategic planning sessions as a core partner in operational efficiency. A successful PMO is defined by its ability to stay in motion. It continuously monitors its internal customers, identifies their friction points, and adapts its service catalog to meet those evolving needs. When a PMO shifts its priority from enforcing static rules to delivering dynamic value, the entire organization moves faster, works smarter, and competes more effectively.